Hey team, with the Olympics kicking off, I thought this would be a really good time to cover this article. So as you can see here, Michael Phelps was eating around 10,000 calories a day. Now, anyone that's counted calories before would know that that's an absolutely gigantic number. That's a lot of food. But it's pretty hard to argue with Phelps' fueling because that man has literally won more medals more times than Joe Biden's forgotten his own name. So the question is, what was he eating? So for breakfast, he was eating 3 fried egg sandwiches. He was having 3 chocolate chip pancakes, which sound tremendous to me. And then after that, he was having a 5 egg omelet, 3 sugar-coated slices of French toast, a bowl of grits, which is an American thing that I'm not too familiar with, and 2 cups of coffee to wash that down. And even on the way to training, if he still felt hungry, he would get that in and make sure he was really fueled up for it. For lunch, he was eating half a kilogram of pasta with 2 large ham and cheese sandwiches, and that was on white bread smothered with mayonnaise. And he'd get some energy drinks in. And then dinner, he would have around a pound of pasta with carbonara sauce, a large pizza, and more energy drinks, according to the article. It's pretty hard to believe this and like to believe what he was eating and sort of, that he was sitting at only 8% body fat. And I think the key here is that, Michael Phelps was training in this article. It was stated that he's training around 6 hours a day, 365 days a year. And he was rumored to be training, to be covering around 20 kilometers in the pool each day. So as you can imagine, that's a huge amount of fueling that you need, and he needed to fuel it. So also, if Michael Phelps tried to eat 10,000 calories a day of just healthy foods, he would be eating constantly and just around the clock, and that's going to eat up into his like recovery time. It's going to eat up into his time with his friends and family, and that's going to affect him psychologically, which you can imagine going into big competitions like the Olympics. He needs to be absolutely on point. So this is where like the tactic of fitting in some high energy, low density foods like the chocolate chip pancakes, this allowed Michael to like reach his fueling targets and helped him to reach his performance targets, which is impossible to argue with. So yeah, the real question is like, are you guys fueling enough for your performance?